Hi everyone, I welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Ashok, working as Assistant Professor in the Department of Commerce from KCS Kasinada College of Arts and Science. In this video, I have taken the subject name of Income Tax Law and Practice 2. So income tax, it is one of the most wide and interesting subject. In this video, related to assessment year of 2020-2021 and the previous year is 2019-2020. Previous year or financial year both are same. In this video I am going to explain how to find out the tax liability of an individual, which is means that assessment of individual or computation of tax liability of an individual. Here I have taken a 6 topic which is related to, which helps to find out in the tax liability of an individual. So let us see one by one. The first one is income tax slab rate. So slab rate is nothing but it is a structure of income tax. So suppose you are receiving income, based on that you are going to be pay tax to the government. Second one is specified rate of tax. So which is nothing but the different types of incomes and gains you are going to be received. For that we are charging different rates of tax for the individual income. Second one is rate of surcharge. Fourth one is income tax health and education cess, which is a short form of HEC. Another one is tax deducted at source, and the last one is rebate under section 87. So these are the points as I'm going to discuss in this video. Basis of slab rate. Slab rate is nothing but income tax structure. Okay, and one more thing, this video tax rates are applicable for the assessment years 2020-2021 and the previous year or financial year of 2019-2020. So the slab rate was divided into 3 parts. One is individual, another one is senior citizen, and the part 3 is senior citizen. Okay, so let us see one by one. The first one is tax rates applicable to individual, HUF, AOP and BOI. HUF is nothing but Hindu undivided family. AOP is nothing but artificial of person. BOI is nothing but body of individual. And this tax structure or slab rate is not applicable for those who are covered under B and C in the next slide. Okay, I'm going to explain in the next 2 slides. So which is not related to that B and C. Okay, so it is applicable for individual, HUF, AOP and BOA. Okay, so first one is, so here I have mentioned that taxable income and tax rate. So if your annual income which is up to rupees 2,50,000, your tax rate is nil. So which is applicable for individual, HUF, AOP and BOI. Second one, you are earning an income in the per year of up to rupees 2,50,000 to 2,50,000 to 5 lakh, then your tax rate is, you have to pay tax to the government as 5%. Third one is, if you are earning an income rupees of 5 lakh to 10 lakh, then your tax rate is 20%. Suppose you are earning an income in the previous year of 1920, it is above rupees 10 lakh, you have to pay 30%. So this taxable income and tax rate is applicable for individual, HUF, AOP and body of individual. So it will be changed based upon the assessment year and previous year, which was provided by the central government and state government finance ministers. Second one is B. For an individual, suppose he is residing in India, who is the age of 60 years but 60 years or more but less than 80 years at any time during the previous year, which means that an individual is residing in India, his age is 60 to 80 he is coming under this kind of slab rate. So let us see one by one. So if your taxable income of per year financial previous year is up to rupees 3 lakh, so your tax rate is nil. Suppose you are receiving a taxable income of 3 lakh to 5 lakh, so tax rate is 5% is applicable. Then if your taxable income is 5 lakh to 10 lakh, 20% tax rate is applicable. Okay, if you are earning income, if it is about 10 lakhs, 30% of tax has to be paid respectively. Okay, so this tax rate is applicable for senior citizen of 60 years to 80 years, which means that his or her age is related to 60 to 80 is coming under this slab rate. This is the third slab rate which was prepared for or who is the age of more than 80 or 80, so which is mean the senior citizen. So this slab rate is applicable for senior citizen alone. So let's see taxable income and tax rate. So if senior citizen earning a income per year up to rupees 5 lakh, so he no need to pay tax. Suppose his income is 5 lakh to 10 lakhs, then 20% tax has to be paid to the government. Then if he is earning an income above rupees 10 lakh, 30% tax rate is applicable respectively. So next we are going to see that income tax with the special rate of tax. In income tax there are 5 heads of income. So here there are 4 items which was I have given. So these incomes are already is being taxed, but anyway if you are earning this this kind of income or gain, so it is applicable for special rate of tax. So let us see one by one. Suppose as an individual, if you are gaining long term capital gains, suppose you are earning a long term capital gain, you have to pay 20% tax to the government. Second one is short term capital gain on sale of listed equity shares subjected to STT. STT is nothing but securities transaction tax. So if you are earning income from listed equity shares of in the form of short term capital gain, you have to pay 15% tax to the government. Third one is aggregate amount of dividend from domestic companies in excess of rupees 10 lakhs. So we have to more clear on this. So dividend received from Indian company is exempted, but aggregate amount of domestic company dividend, if it is exceeding rupees 10 lakhs, excluding deemed dividend under section 22 subsection 2e. So if your aggregate amount of dividend is exceeding rupees 10 lakh, so you have to pay a special rate of tax of at 10%. Next one is long term capital gain on listed shares under section 112A, 10% has to be paid, which means that if you are earning a capital gain which is more than rupees 1 lakh, so you have to pay 10% of special rate of tax to the government. Rate of surcharge. So before going into that, let us understand the meaning of surcharge. So it is nothing but it is a tax on tax, and it is levied on the tax payable and not on the income generated. So surcharge is applicable. So if your taxable income is 50 lakhs to 1 crore, the 10% of surcharge is applicable to you. Second one is if your taxable income is 1 crore to 2 crore, 15% of surcharge is applicable. Third one is if your taxable income is 2 crores to 5 crores, you have to pay 20% rate of surcharge is applicable. Then if your taxable income is more than 5 crores, 37% of surcharge is to be paid respectively. Health and Education Cess, which is a short form of HEC. So before going into that, let us understand what is cess. Cess is a form of tax charged or levied over and above the base tax liability of taxpayer. Example, the government levies on education checks to generate additional revenue for funding primary, secondary and higher education. Chess is being collected for some specific purpose by the government. When the purpose till the purpose is going to be completed, the government gets enough money for that purpose, so the chess is going to be continued. Like that, health and education chess was collected by the government of India. In previously, secondary and higher education chess was collected. After that, it was discontinued. Then they have make a new chess which is called as health and education chess is being charged at 4% tax, and which is will be levied from the financial year 2018-19. So education health and education chess at 4%, which is a combination of 3% and 1%. 1% which is related to inclusive of such as if it is applicable. So next one is tax deducted at source. So which is a short form of TDS. So which is mean that some income is going to be generated, then while collecting the income they have deducted some percentage of tax, which is called as tax is collected. That's why it is called as tax is deducted. So when collecting the income, some percentage of tax is being collected. After that only the income is going to be transferred to the particular person. So that is why it's called as tax deducted at source. So here there are three types of tax deducted at source is being calculated. The first one is on listed non-government securities. Suppose you have invested in non-government securities and you are earning income. So the government company going to be issue a income which is being 10% is deducted. Okay, so if you are receiving income from government security, they have deducted at 10%. So that is a TDS. So for government companies, 10% TDS is applicable. Second one is on unlisted non-government securities, also same 10% of TDS is being applicable. Third one is on casual income. Casual income is winning from lottery, crossword puzzles. Okay, for that 30% of TDS is being applicable. Rebate under section 87A. So rebate, it is an amount of refund to someone who has paid too much of tax previously. Suppose you have paid too much of tax previously, so some amount will be refunded by the income tax department. So that is called rebate. So here rebate of rupees 12,500 for individual having a total amount is up to rupees to 5 lakh rupees. Suppose in the previous year as an individual he is earning a income up to rupees 5 lakh, then rebate under section 87 is applicable. So to apply for rebate under section 87, the following condition has to be fulfilled by the individual. So let us see the condition. The first one is this rebate is being applicable to the individual assessee only. So it is not applicable to HUF company or AOP or BOI. Then here the individual must be an resident of individual. He should be a resident and order resident of India. Next one, and in the individual taxable income should not exceed rupees 5 lakh. So if it is exceeding rupees 5 lakh, then rebate under section 87 is not applicable. Then the fourth condition is rebate is at least of rupees 12,500 or income tax is payable by the individual. So which is being, so these are the condition has to be fulfilled for applying rebate under section 87A. Thank you so much for watching my video. I think so you got an idea about theory parts of assessment of individual. So based on this slab rate and specific tax rate and TDS and and rebate under section 87A, you can able to find out the tax liability of an individual. Thank you so much for watching my video again.